To finance a PhD, international students can look into a number of different areas, and the first one that I'd recommend is looking at our own website. The university has just introduced new scholarships that are fully funded for PhD students, which would cover not only the tuition fees but also the living expenses for the 4 years that a student would be studying with us. The second area I'd really recommend is looking at national governments, both here in the UK through our research councils and the British Council, but also through different research councils overseas and government scholarships that may be available in your own country. The third area I'd really recommend is looking at the opportunity to work in the UK. There are some restrictions for students that are studying with us that are from outside the European Union, but it does help towards the overall costs of your PhD while studying with us.
The funding application went through my PhD application process with my supervisor. So I decided on the research group I was interested in, contacted my supervisor and had a one-day interview, and when I passed that I then automatically got the funding for my PhD. The key benefits of being a funded PhD student, I would say, is that you can fully focus on your research. You don't have to worry about going to work. Being in experimental physics, you really have to be available 24/7.
There are a number of ways that UK and European Union students can finance a PhD. Details of all these schemes are available on our funding database. These include the high number of prestigious Research Council awards which are allocated to the university and are available to apply for from November onwards. The funding database also includes subject-specific awards which can become available at any time during the year. Finally, it's possible to obtain part-time work to help finance your PhD. Our Careers and Employability Centre regularly advertises jobs both on and off campus.
I secured funding through the Medical Research Council, which was incorporated at the findaphd.com website. The main benefit of being a funded student in science is the fact that you have to be in the lab for a lengthy amount of time, and therefore working outside of that would be very difficult.
I financed my study through work. I have a job which I've had the entire time that I've been studying my PhD. I'm also lucky in being married. I can spread the cost that way, and occasionally I've had to borrow from friends or family. The main challenge of being a self-financing student is time management. You don't have as much time as you would if you were full-time, so you need to make the most of that time.